Hello kids, in today's class we are going to start with the line graphs. Okay, so in this graph we get the information by plotting the dots which represent the data, and then joining the dots forms a line, and using that we get the information about the data given to us. So let's start with the line graphs. So here what is given is rising temperature is one of the major problems of climate change. The information below shows the highest temperature in a city in the month of May over a period of 7 years. This information can also be shown on a chart using the dots. So basically this is the table given to us, and it represents the temperature of a particular city in the month of May starting from the year 2017 to 2023, that is for the span of 7 years. So in the year 2017 the temperature was 34, in 2018 it was 36, 2019 it was 38, and so on. So till 2023 the temperature has been recorded for the month of May in a particular city. Also, now how this data is drawn here is we have plotted this in the x and the y axis. So student, whenever we draw any graph, this represent horizontal axis is called x axis, and the vertical axis is called as the y axis. So in this particular graph, in the x axis years has been plotted, that is from the year 2007 to 2023 these years are plotted here. Okay, that is for the gap of 1 year. Now here in the vertical axis the temperatures are plotted. Okay, so we can very well see here that in 2017 the temperature was 34. So 2017 temperature 34 is there, and this dot represents this actual data, that in 2017 the temperature was 34. Now in 2018 it was 36. So 2018 the temperature was 36 here. Similarly in 19 it was 38, in 2020 it was 38 again, and 2021 it was 40, in 2022 it was 41, that is in mid of 40 and 42 somewhere here. Then last one is 2023, the temperature is 42. So if you follow the dotted line, you will see that the first dot shows the temperature was 34 degrees Celsius, which we see. Using a ruler to check the other dots, what does the dot between 40 degrees Celsius and 42 degrees Celsius mean? So the dot between this, it represents that the temperature in this particular year 2022 is 41 degrees Celsius. Okay, so basically this thing has been plotted here. Okay, here. So now if you join the dots, you will see how the temperature have been rising. So if we are joining these dots now, we have seen that from 2017 to 23 in that particular city for the month of May, the temperature is rising here. This kind of graph is called line graph. So kids, you see that we have got the data. We have got the data of the city. We have plotted that data in this chart. Okay, and then we have drawn a line graph here, and we can very well see, we can get this information here that the temperature of this city is rising over a period of time of 7 years. So a line graph uses line segments to show how data changes over a specified period of time. So what that means is, here we use a line to represent the data, to show how the data is changing with time. Okay. Now let us go to the questions based on this graph. Answer the questions given below using the line graph on the previous page. What was the temperature in the year 2018? So if we see here 2018, the temperature was 36 degrees Celsius. This is here, right? This one. 2018, 36 degrees Celsius. Next, which year has recorded the highest temperature? So the highest temperature is 42 degrees Celsius, and this is in the year 2023. So in the year 2023, highest temperature was recorded. Next is, which two years have the same temperature? So kids, we can see here that in 2019 temperature was 38, and in 2020 also the temperature was same 38 degrees Celsius. So which two years? So the two years are 2019 and 2020. By how much has the temperature risen from the year 2017 to the year 2023? So we have to see the difference in temperature. The temperature in 2023 is 42 degrees Celsius, and in 17 it was 34. So if we subtract this, we will get 8 degrees Celsius is the difference in the temperature over a period of 7 years. Now, what do you understand about temperature levels in general for the last 7 years? So, using this data, what we observe here is that the temperature of that particular city has been increased for about 8 degrees Celsius over the period of 7 years. Okay, and this is the inference, this is the information which we are getting from this line graph. So now let us go next and let us pick this exercise 14. See here. This graph shows a baby's weight in kg for the first 12 months after birth. So this is the graph. This graph has been plotted to show the weight of the baby for the first 12 months after the baby is born. Using this, we have to answer these questions. So let's go through the graph first. In the horizontal axis, we have the months plotted, that is 0 month, 1 month, 2 month up to 12 months. And then in the vertical axis, the weight is plotted in kgs. Okay, so when the baby was born, that is at 0, when the baby was born, the weight was 3.5 kgs. Okay, when he was 1 year, he was, oh, sorry, 1 month, the weight was 1 kg. When 2, the weight was 6, 3, the weight was 6, and so on. These lines, this data has been plotted and it is joined using the line, which shows that the weight of the baby is increasing starting from 3.5 kg to 9.5 kg over 12 months. So let's see this. What was the baby's weight when he was born? So we just saw when the baby was born, that is when he was 0 month, the weight is 3.5 kgs. So I'm writing 3.5 kgs here. What was its weight at 1 month? At 1 month, he was 4 kgs. What was his weight at 6 months? So at 6 months, his weight was this, that is 7 kgs, right? So kids, you are getting this. We can easily get this information used by joining this. See, this is 7. Sorry, I think I have, I have plotted for 6 and 7. Wait, just removing this. Okay, so for 7, this is the line. So this is the dot which we have to consider, and it takes us to 7.5 kg. So it is 7.5 kgs when the kid is 7 months, and at 6 months for kids, I'm very sorry, I have written for 7.5. I'm just erasing this part and I'm writing this again. For 6 months, it is here, the kid is 7 kgs. For 7 months, it is 7.5 kgs. Now, what was his weight at 12 months? So at 12 months, that is the last month shown here in the graph, the weight is 9.5 kgs here. Okay, this is 9.5 kg. How many kg did he gain in first 3 months? So in the first 3 months, how much weight he gained? That is, his original weight was at 0 month, the baby was 3.5 kgs, right? And in 3 months, after 3 months, the baby is, after 3 months, the weight of the baby we can see here. After 3 months, the weight of the baby is 6 kg. Okay, so how we can find out the gain in weight? By subtracting these two. So gain is equal to 6 minus 3 and half, or you can say 6 minus 3.5 kgs, which is equal to 2.5 kg. So that means that in 3 months the baby has gained 2.5 kg of weight. 2.5 kg or 2.5 kg of weight. Next, how much weight did he gain from his 7th to 9th month? So how we can find it out? We can see what is the weight at 7th month. So 7th month weight is 7th month, wait, I'm just writing it here. 7th month weight is 7.5 kgs, that is 7.5, and 9th month weight is 9.5 kgs, right? So if we subtract 2, we will get the gain over 2 months from 7 to 9, that is 2 kgs. So in this period of time from 7th to 9 month, the baby has gained 2 kg of weight. Easy. So kids, this is, you just know that how you have to read the graph, and then you can easily find out the information here. Okay, so I'm erasing this, and now let us go to the next question, which is also the last question of this exercise and the chapter. Okay, so it says Shishir planted a rose plant in his garden and he kept record of its growth with the help of a line graph. Answer the questions by looking at the graph. So Shishir, he has created this line graph, okay, and where he is noting the he has noted the height of the rose plant every month in September, starting from September to March. So in the horizontal axis he has plotted the month, and in the vertical axis he has plotted the height. Okay, so how tall was the plant when he planted it in September? So when he started, what was the height of the plant? September, take us here, so we have 10 centimeters. So the height of the plant when he planted it was 10 centimeters already. Now, what was its height in the month of March? So this is March and this is the height of the plant, which is 30 centimeters. Correct? Next, can you estimate the height of the plant in January? So January is here. This is this dot somewhere between 20 and 25, which is the mid of 20 and 25 here. So I'm taking this as 23 here. Okay, or you can say 22.5. Correct? Next we have here is how many centimeter did it grow from September to March. So we have seen the height of the plant in in March is 30 centimeters, and in September it was 10 centimeter. Now what we have to do, we have to find the growth in this period of time, which we can measure by subtracting the two. That is 30 centimeter minus 10, 20 centimeter is the growth of the plant from September to March. Okay. So this is all about the line graphs, kids. Please practice these all questions at your home, and if you have any queries, you can always mail me. And this is the end of this chapter. So I will see you in the next class with the new chapter now. Thank you, kids.